What's up, YouTube? I'm the Calcar 131, and in this video, we're going to be revisiting a topic I did before and asking the question, are 22 hollow points worth it out of a handgun? So I have actually already done this video, a version of this video, months and months ago, probably like 6 months ago, something like that. I'll link it up top, but in that video, I basically posed the question, are 22 hollow points really worth it? Do they actually do significantly more damage? Do they expand a whole lot more? So I asked that question, and in the video I used some ballistics gel and I shot 3 different kinds. The problem was I actually used a rifle in that video. Now, a lot of people in the comments asked if I could redo it with a pistol, and I agreed. It would make sense considering I'm guessing the type of people that are using 22 for self-defense are probably not going to use a rifle. Now, I'm sure there are some people out there that don't fit this criteria, but I'm guessing the majority of people that choose to use 22 for self-defense are people with like muscle issues. Maybe they legitimately can't rack like a 9mm slide, and this is, it's so easy to rack it. Or maybe they're elderly or really young and they're recoil sensitive, something like that. Either way, all of those kind of come together to mean I'm doubting they're going to choose a rifle. A big, long, unwieldy rifle. They're probably going to choose something more like this. This is a Taurus TX22. This is a 4.1, I believe, inch barrel. That's going to produce significantly lower velocities than the Savage I used before with my rifle, which had a 21 or 22 inch barrel. So the 3 rounds I'm going to be using today, the 2 hollow points are exactly the same as the ones I used in the original video. CCI Mini Mag hollow points and some CCI Velocitor. The copper plated round nose or FMJ style 22 is going to be different. I could not find at the time of recording this video any of the same Federal Auto Match, I believe it was, 22. So I just picked up another generic Federal 22. I should note that the original copper-plated round nose that I used, the quoted velocity was 1200. This is 1240. It's about the closest I could find. Sorry. It's not going to be exactly the same, but I'm also guessing I'm not going to get those velocities out of a 4-inch barrel. Now, disclaimer real quick. I did not explain this very well in the original video. I got some fun comments for that too. But this video, despite how I may ramble into it or what I may say, the point of this video really isn't whether or not you should use 22 for self-defense. The point of this video is more, if you have already chosen 22, are hollow points worth it? Should you spend the extra money? It's a lot of extra money nowadays in 2021, but should you spend the extra money on hollow points, or should you, save some money and just use bulk round nose stuff? And how much kind of difference is there going to be? That's the actual point of this video. I didn't explain it very well in the first one, so I'm hoping to explain it better right now. All right, so first up, Federal 40 grain round nose, FMJ style. 7 yards away, Taurus TX22, 4-inch barrel, roughly. Let's see what kind of velocity we get, and let's see how it does in the gel. Safety first, kids. Velocity didn't record, so. All right, so I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it through this with how dark this block is, but penetration was just a bit below 9 inches, it looks like. You might be able to see it better there, right around here. Yeah, right around there. But again, that was the round nose FMJ style bullet. So step on back, try out the Mini Mag 22 hollow point. Second one we're shooting, the CCI Mini Mag hollow point, not the Velocitor. 7 yards, let's see what kind of penetration we get. See if it expands. Safety first, kids. Oh, I'm terrible at that, about that. I actually got velocity on that one. I didn't get it on the other one, but that was 10-13 put out of this. All right, so I can't really see from this side. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Penetration. Eight inches, it looks like. The block is so dark it's hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like 8 inches. Hopefully you can see those two in there. The one in the front is the FMJ. The one slightly behind it would be the 22 hollow point Mini Mag. All right, so let's go ahead and step back. Try out one of these Velocitors and see how that one does. All right, so finally, it's the last one. This is the CCI Velocitor 22. Let's see what we get. Got my glasses on this time. .1054 for the velocity, so despite the fact that it kind of quotes being quite a bit faster than the other two, it really wasn't that much faster out of a 4-inch barrel. Okay, so I glanced at it from this side, which is a lot clearer than the top, but I don't know what happened with that one, but okay. I don't have to measure penetration. The 16-inch block, as you can see, it penetrated all the way through that. I think it got about 16.1 inches. See if I can pull it out. Just making it easy for me. Interesting. So, the way I pulled it out was like this. At some point it tumbled and it was facing backwards in the gel, but it still didn't expand at all. So, time for some results. Interesting results. So, the copper plated round nose FMJ stuff got to 9 inches. Okay. The CCI Mini Mag hollow points got to 8 inches. 1 inch less, but they're basically the same thing. Now, the Velocitor that you guys actually saw, the Velocitor I shot went to like 16.1 inches. It went through the entire block and it was just barely sticking out of the second block. It's a 16-inch block. So at first glance, that seems like, whew, that's great, that's great. But I thought it seemed kind of weird that that the Velocitor would do so much better than the others. So I did the logical thing and I reshot it twice. I got much different results. One of the bullets went to 10 inches. One of them got to like 8.5, I think, what I measured. I didn't record it. I apologize for that. But those results make a lot more sense. Out of a handgun, the penetration differences are so minimal that I can't really say there's like any better or worse based on penetration, honestly. The only thing I could say is, the only thing I could maybe recommend is the Velocitor, simply because it quotes it's going faster. And on my chronograph, I did get slightly faster velocities, but I mean, it was like 20 or 30 extra FPS. Realistically, not gonna make a whole lot of difference. Now, as I said earlier in the video, I don't intend to make this video about whether or not you should pick 22 for self-defense. This is about if you already have decided to use it, should you use hollow points or not? Are they worth it? I'm going to say no. At handgun velocities, they're not worth it. I have five 22s here. 4 of them are hollow points. None of them expanded. There was basically no penetration difference. So if you have already chosen to use 22 for self-defense, I'd say just frankly run anything. Run whatever is accurate and reliable out of your gun, because practice target shit, 2 different kinds of hollow points from a pretty well-known 22 manufacturer, CCI, almost no difference at all. What up, editing Calcara here. So there is one thing I forgot to talk about in the video, and that would be that admittedly there is a small difference between the full metal jacket round nose 22s and the 2 hollow point 22 variations, in that if you look at the slow-mos, there is a little bit more tissue disruption with the hollow points. However, I didn't talk about it because, I mean, if you look at them, the 2 22 hollow points do have slightly more tissue disruption, but it's such a small amount that I don't know how much it's really going to make a difference. So I'd say just pick whatever is accurate and reliable out of your gun. Are 22 hollow points worth it out of a handgun? Saying no. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I'm the Calcara 131, signing off. That was all kinds of convoluted. Let me tell you, convoluted.